Latest update on the corona pandemic in the country. India has crossed the 30 lakh cases mark. Active cases in India have crossed the 7 lakh mark, but the testing in India per million of the population is now over 25,000. Active cases currently stand at 7 lakh 7,668. Recoveries stand at 22 lakh 80,566, and the death toll above 56,000 at 56,706. We're joined by Sneha Murdani, who tracks the Health Ministry. Sneha, put these numbers into perspective.
Well, as far as the number of people getting tested positive for COVID-19 is concerned, if you were to take 100 samples, it's 8.64. So the positivity rate continues to be well above the 5% mark. The World Health Organization has said that at least below 5% is when we can sort of breathe easy and open up and ensure that there is more unlocking in the country, because that is something that is required not just in India but even outside India. However, let me tell you that the positivity rate is at 8.64%. 30 lakh cases in 206 days is what we are seeing. In 24 hours, we've seen over 900 cases. The recovery rate is well above the 74% mark. In fact, it's almost at 75%, which again is a good sign, but it is also indicative of the fact that a lot more people without showing symptoms are allowed to go home. So that is something that needs to be factored in. Our base has become large. We are almost 7 months into the pandemic. The first case was reported on the 30th of January. Today, 23rd of August is when we are seeing over 30 lakh cases. Concern areas continue to be Maharashtra, reporting high number of cases. If you look at the absolute numbers, 14,000. Also, Andhra Pradesh catching up, over 10,000. Tamil Nadu again, close to 6,000. So that's an area of concern as well. Telangana, UP, over 5,000. So we're seeing an increase in cases in the state of UP as well. That is something that continues to increase. If you look at the death rate, essentially, on an average, it's at 1.8%. But Gujarat continues to be an area of concern, having the highest death rate in the country at 3.4%. It's actually higher than Maharashtra also. So that is something that is being looked at as well. Our testing has gone up significantly. We've already tested more than 10 lakh samples a day. However, today our testing is about 8 lakh samples, a little more than 8 lakh samples. Our test per million has gone up to 25,000. So that is significant as well. Active cases in the country, people who are still unwell, recuperating either at home or in a hospital, that is crossing the 7 lakh mark. The government continues to say that the active caseload is what one should be looking at, because our recoveries are actually way higher than our active cases. So active cases essentially crossing the 7 lakh mark in the country.
Thank you, Sneha, for that comprehensive update. Now, let's get you an overview of the COVID pandemic and how it's spread in India. India has now crossed that 30 lakh mark. From 1 case to 5 lakh cases, it took us 149 days. Moving beyond that, from 5 lakh to 10 lakh cases, it took us 20 days. Beyond that, if we go look at how the numbers spread, from 10 to 15 lakhs, it took us 12 days. Away from that, if we go 15 to 20 lakhs, it took us 9 days. 20 to 25 lakhs, it took us 8 days. And now when we have crossed that, we've hit that 30 lakh mark, it's taken just 8 days. So some semblance of the curve flattening when it comes to the spread of the coronavirus. There's greater testing. There's greater testing now in India, but our recovery rate remains high and our death rate remains low as compared to the global average.